So, it looks like the FTC, they're not happy with getting embarrassed and humiliated by Xbox and Microsoft once. It's looking like they want to do it again. What's going on, you guys? Get me out here, coming at you for another video. Today we're going to be talking about the FTC. The Federal Trade Commission seems to be on the rise again. You know, this whole thing doesn't make sense to a lot of degree. I don't understand what's going on here, but let's back it up. Let's explain it to the people coming in the room for the first time. All right, Microsoft's trying to buy a company called ABK, Activision Blizzard King. Those of you know, they make the Call of Duty, they make Overwatch, I believe WoW, and Candy Crush. I don't particularly care for their studios because I don't play too much, but I know they're very popular. Microsoft wants to kind of hit from a Trident perspective. They want to hit from three places in the industry. They want to hit console, PC, and mobile. And there's not really a better company to buy than Activision Blizzard and King, because Activision really hits a lot of your PC and console, because they don't just do console. I mean, obviously the majority of their studios make console games, but they also hit that PC market, and Blizzard hits the PC market and console to a point, and the mobile market is entirely handled by King. Candy Crush, you can argue, is the reason the mobile market is in the shape that it's in. They were very key into developing the current market that's on that side as it is now. They are attempting to buy this company. The majority of the world is okay with it, besides the CMA and the FTC, which is the Trade Commission for the states, for America. Now, FTC and Microsoft went back and forth in a court proceeding for a little bit, and now it's looking like not only did they get denied the junction or whatever it's called to prevent them from buying the company or merging it, however you guys want to say it, they're also trying to follow up and appeal the judge that they picked in the region that they wanted. That's what I have seen. So, look, I get it. Like, I get that they want to look like they're going against big tech. Maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe they feel more confident going into this, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe PlayStation, because I do believe PlayStation to some degree is behind this. I'm not saying that they are 100% behind this. I think there is a lot of American politics going on here, but I think the amount of energy that PlayStation has thrown on this has made it seem like it's a bigger deal than it actually is. Look, is buying this studios, is buying them going to affect the industry? Of course. But I do believe for the most part, Microsoft and Xbox and Phil Spencer, they are going to honor their initial agreement that they wanted to go through. They're going to honor the fact that Call of Duty will be on every platform, and they're going to honor that the majority of their stuff will be multi-platform. I don't think this is going to be something that they pull the sheet under you. I think for the most part, the big important stuff will stay multi-plat. It'll be on PlayStation. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with smaller titles. Like Crash Bandicoot, I know they've been working on it. I know Crash Bandicoot 4 didn't do the greatest commercial-wise, but if they are able to purchase Microsoft, Blizzard, and King, I think that they will, use Game Pass to put more of those type of games out there. Activision and Blizzard and King, it's almost a guaranteed at this point. I don't think, unless FTC knows something that we don't know, the reason why I feel like there's not a whole lot that they can do is because that court hearing wasn't just a little bit. You had the judge in its hearing say, this is bad for PlayStation, but it's not bad for gamers or COD gamers in particular. So that's why I feel like, because of how bad this was, and because of how much the judge, because it didn't seem like the judge was on like middle. It didn't seem like she was in the middle. she was completely, from the looks of it, on Xbox's side and Microsoft's side, that she doesn't think buying Activision Blizzard King is going to hurt the American consumers. She thinks it's good for the consumer base. Obviously, you can have your own opinion on the matter, and if you only play on the PlayStation platform, I definitely understand why you would be very skeptical to this. But she was very on the left, on the Xbox side. So that's why I think that going to a higher position, I don't know if, what the actual procedures are for something like this. Definitely go check out, I don't know if I'm supposed to say it, but go check out Hogue. Hogue will definitely tell you guys what you need to know when it comes to this. But to me, this is just kicking the rock down the road. What's funny is the moment that deal went through and the injunction was denied, I think that's what it's called, an injunction. I find it hilarious that the CMA almost immediately posted like they actually knew this was going to go this way, and they wanted to go ahead and get their ducks in order with their statements all up front, saying, we are willing to have a conversation with Microsoft, but we do feel like we need to go back to square one in terms of the investigation, because I think that, it's concessions that's going to happen over there. And if they don't, I think they're fully aware that Microsoft might just pull their games off of their market. And if they're not going to win that battle for any means at all, they're not going to just lose that money. If they're going to be the only people without Activision Blizzard King games and lose that revenue that they get from that, I don't see them doing that. They're going to make sure, and keep in mind, I don't know everything about stuff like this, but I would assume that having that market in there, I assume that it's taxes being collected on. I don't know, maybe taxes are different over there, but I would assume there's some financial benefit for that country to have those games in their market. I don't know, just going off of what I would think from the outside looking in. I think when it comes to the FTC, Activision Blizzard King, I would say is a good 80% chance. And the reason I'm going to give 20 is because American politics is just that. American politics sometimes is very fickle and very unpredictable. And we don't exactly know what's going to happen here. But I would say for the most part, this is going to close without a hitch. I'm kind of curious when they're going to start rolling out the games in Game Pass. I know that I made a video yesterday talking about Diablo coming to Game Pass and Mike Ybarra denying it. I think that is true. And, maybe Microsoft is so, what's what I'm looking for? They're so confident that they're about to win this hearing and they're about to merge these companies or buy this company that they've already on the back end started the process they need to incorporating Diablo and all the other, Blizzard, Activision games. Because I don't think there's a whole lot of King games on consoles, if any. And they started doing the back end stuff to getting these games on Game Pass so they can just, I don't know if it's like click a button, but they can hit a switch and make that announcement. And so I look later on today, all the Blizzard and Activision and King games that are available on console will be on console. I think it's very interesting, man. I think that this deal's finally almost over and we're finally going to be rid of this. And we could talk about Starfield coming out in September without following up with whatever Activision's doing. I think it's a good time to be a gamer. It's a good time to be an Xbox gamer. People will sit there and they'll try to make you feel bad that you want games on Game Pass. I'm not one of those people. I don't really care if it's on Game Pass or not. But I do understand the fact that, it's very appealing that you don't have to buy a game. It's very appealing that you just have to download a game. And when Game Pass is giving you so many good indies in between and double A's, like there's a really cool turn-based RPG coming out here soon. It's like Stars something. I think that is a very enticing valued service that I can understand why you would want Microsoft to, roll more money into it. But anyway, put in the comment section below. Do you think this FTC thing gonna roll over? It's like I said, I don't think there's a lot to look at here. But we gotta admit, we don't know nothing about when it comes to the politics in this matter. We don't know how deep it rose. We don't know. And it's like if you guys are in the States, you know how it is. Sometimes something makes sense and there's enough money that goes against it and it doesn't come out, doesn't see the light of day. I don't know if that's the case here. I think if that was the case, it would have been interrupted during the actual trial, but it wasn't. So we're curious to see what happens. But put in the comment section below what you guys think. I'm very curious to your guys' opinion on it. I want to hear if you guys think this deal is going to go through. Obviously, I think it is. But, put in the comment section below what you guys think. And until next time, this is Gaming Addict. I'm out of here. Peace.